stop screaming at the storm. The storm does not hear you. Welcome back to English Awakened, soldiers. Today, we fight for your peace. You are tired because you fight against reality. You wish the past was different. You wish the pain was gone. But wishing is for children. Power is for adults. You must accept where you are right now. This is the only way to win. If you fight the truth, you die tired. But when you accept the cold truth, you stop bleeding energy. You start building strength. Today, I command you to accept the situation so you can change it. I will give you 10 rules to save your mind. Do not skip a second. Let us begin. 1. Accept the cold truth. Life has a hard way to teach you. Sometimes you work very hard, but you fail. Sometimes you trust a friend, but they lie to you. Sometimes you plan a perfect road, but a wall blocks you. When this happens, you feel fire in your chest. You are angry. You are sad. You ask, why me? Why now? You scream at the sky. You fight the world. But listen to me closely. This fighting is useless. It is like punching a stone wall. The wall does not break. Only your hand breaks. The first step to win is simple. Accept the cold truth. Accept does not mean you like the pain. Accept does not mean you are weak. Accept means you stop lying to yourself. You look at the situation and say, yes, this is bad. This is happening. I cannot change the past. When you say this, you stop the war in your mind. Let me give you a picture to help you see. Imagine you are walking in a great desert. Suddenly, a huge sandstorm comes. The wind is strong. The sand cuts your skin. The air is brown and thick. If you fight the storm, what happens? You scream at the wind. You try to push the sand away with your hands. You open your eyes wide to look for a path that is not there. The result? The sand fills your mouth. The sand blinds your eyes. You get tired. You fall down, and the desert eats you. This is what happens when you refuse to accept reality. You waste your energy screaming at the storm. You waste your time wishing the sun was shining. But the sun is not shining. There is only sand. Now imagine the wise traveler. He sees the storm. He does not like it, but he accepts it. He says, the storm is here. He covers his face with a cloth. He lowers his head. He walks slowly, step by step. He does not fight the wind. He moves with it. He saves his energy. When the storm passes, and all storms pass, the fighter is dead. But the wise traveler is still standing. He has the energy to walk again. You must be the wise traveler. You must accept the storm in your life right now. Maybe you lost your money. Accept it. The money is gone. Screaming will not bring it back. Maybe you lost your job. Accept it. The chair is empty. Crying will not give you the desk back. Maybe your heart is broken. Accept it. The person has left. Chasing them will only hurt your feet. When you accept, you clear the fog in your brain. When you refuse to accept, you live in the past. You think, I should have done this, or they should not have done that. This is dead thinking. It is a ghost. You cannot touch a ghost. But when you accept, you come back to the present moment. You stand on solid ground. You say, okay, I am here. It is dark. I am hurt. But I am here. Now you can look for a light. Now you can look for a door. Think about a man who breaks his leg. If he denies it, he tries to run. He makes the leg worse. He will never walk again. But if he accepts it, he says, my leg is broken. He goes to the doctor. He rests. He heals. Because he accepted the injury, he can become strong again. Denial is a poison. Acceptance is the medicine. So stop wasting your life on what if. Stop wasting your power on why me. These questions are heavy chains. They hold you down in the mud. Cut the chains, accept the mud, stand up. This is your starting point. You cannot build a new house on a cloud of wishes. You must build it on the hard ground of truth. Accept the ground. It is hard, yes, but it is real. And because it is real, you can build on it. Your freedom begins the second you stop fighting the old story. Accept the end of the chapter. Turn the page. The pen is in your hand. 2. Accept a new brain. You have accepted the cold truth. You are standing on the hard ground. Now, you must check your equipment. The most important machine you own is your brain. After the storm hits, you must decide how to look at the world. This is your mindset. But I do not like the word mindset. It is too soft. Let us call it your window. Imagine your brain is a window. You look through this glass to see your life. If the window is clean, you see the sun, the road, and the opportunities. But if the window is covered in mud, dust, and dirt, what do you see? You see darkness. You see gray shapes. You see ugliness. The world outside is not dark. The sun is shining. But your world is dark because your window is dirty. The mud is your fear. The dust is your anger. The dirt is your self-pity. You must accept that your window is dirty. You must clean the glass. Let me tell you a story about 2 soldiers. They are in the same war. They are in the same deep hole in the ground. The bullets are flying over their heads. The situation is exactly the same for both men. Soldier A has a dirty window. He thinks, "This is the end. I am going to die. There is no hope." He curls into a ball. He cries. He drops his weapon. Because he believes he is dead, he stops fighting. And because he stops fighting, the enemy finds him. He loses. Soldier B has a clean window. He sees the same bullets. He feels the same fear. But he thinks differently. He says, "This is a war. It is dangerous. But I am a soldier. I have a gun. I can fight." He looks for a target. He aims. He fires. He survives. The war was the same. The danger was the same. The only difference was the brain. You must accept this power. You cannot always control the war outside, but you command the soldier inside. This change happens in your voice. Listen to the voice in your head. What does it say to you? Does it say, "You are weak. You always fail. You are stupid"? If you listen to this voice, you are drinking poison every day. You are killing yourself. You must accept a new voice. You must command your brain to speak the truth. Instead of, "I am broken," say, "I am healing." Instead of, "I lost everything," say, "I have a new start." Instead of, "I cannot do this," say, "I will find a way." This is not magic. This is training. You are the general of your mind. If your soldiers, your thoughts, are lazy and weak, you must punish them. You must train them. You must also use the tool of gratitude. But do not use it like a weak person. Use it like a warrior checking his inventory. When you lose a battle, do not cry about the bullets you lost. Look at the knife you still have in your belt. I lost my job, but I have my health. I lost my money, but I have my brain. I lost my time, but I have my experience. This is how you clean the window. You scratch away the mud of loss, and find the clear glass of strength. Many people want a new life, but they keep the old brain. This is impossible. You cannot drive a new car with an engine that is broken. You must fix the engine first. Accept that your thoughts shape your reality. If you think like a victim, you will stay a victim. If you think like a winner, you will find a way to win. So today, look at your window. Is it clean? Or is it covered in the mud of the past? Grab the cloth, wipe the glass, accept a new way of seeing. When the window is clear, the path becomes visible. And when you see the path, you can walk. 3. Accept your control. You are tired. You are stressed. Do you know why? Because you are trying to hold up the sky with your bare hands. You spend all your energy on things you cannot touch. You worry about the economy. You worry about what your neighbor thinks. You worry about the rain. You worry about the mistake you made 10 years ago. Stop it. This is madness. You are fighting ghosts. You must accept the limit of your power. You are not a god. You cannot control the world. But you are a commander. You can control yourself. Imagine you were a pilot flying a small plane. You are high in the air. Suddenly, the wind hits you hard. The storm shakes the metal wings. Lightning flashes around you. Can you control the wind? No. If you shout at the wind, does it stop? No. Can you control the lightning? No. Can you control the gravity? No. If you let go of the controls to scream at the clouds, the plane will crash. You will die. A good pilot accepts the storm. He ignores the wind because he cannot change it. He puts his hands tight on the control stick. He watches his instruments. He adjusts the wings. He controls the speed. He focuses only on the things inside the cockpit. This is how you must live. Divide your life into 2 boxes. Box 1, the weather. Things you cannot control. This is other people's opinions. This is the government. This is the past. This is the traffic. Throw this box away. Do not look at it. If people are rude, that is their weather. Let it rain. Do not get wet. Box 2, the cockpit. Things you must control. This is your mouth. This is your hands. This is your time. This is your effort. This box is your life. Let's look at a real example. Imagine you are a boxer. You fight hard, but you lose the match. The judges say the other man won. You can scream at the judges. You can call them thieves. You can cry about the score. This is box 1. It changes nothing. You still lost. Or you can accept the score. You can go back to the gym. You can train harder. You can eat better. You can fix your punch. This is box 2. This makes you a champion. Stop crying about the unfair world. The world is not fair. The tiger eats the deer. The storm destroys the house. The world does not care about your feelings. Accept this cold fact. When you focus on what you control, you become dangerous. You become powerful. While other people are busy complaining about the president or the prices, you are busy building your body. You are busy reading books. You are busy working. They are shouting at the wind. You are flying the plane. Ask yourself today, where are my hands? Are your hands trying to grab the smoke? Or are your hands on the wheel of your own life? If you are stuck in a long line at the bank, do not get angry. You cannot make the line move faster. Accept the wait. Use the time. Read a book. Plan your day. If someone insults you, do not fight them. You cannot control their mouth. Accept that they are foolish. Walk away. Keep your peace. This is the ultimate discipline. Freedom is not doing whatever you want. Freedom is knowing what you can do and doing it perfectly. Accept your control. Grab the stick. Fly the plane. Let the storm rage outside. You are safe inside your focus. 4. Accept your duty. You have accepted the truth. You have cleaned your mind. You have put your hands on the controls. Now, you must make the hardest choice of all. You must accept total responsibility for your life. This word responsibility is heavy. Most people hate it. They want to be light. They want to be free. But listen to me. There is no freedom without responsibility. If you do not own your life, someone else owns it. And if someone else owns it, you are a slave. Too many people play the victim game. They say, I am poor because my parents were poor. They say, I am sad because my wife left me. They say, I failed because the teacher was bad. Maybe these things are true. Maybe life was unfair to you. But if you blame them, you give them your power. You are saying, I cannot change until they change. This is the mind of a child. You must have the mind of a captain. Let me tell you a true story from history. Over 100 years ago, there was a man named Ernest Shackleton. He was an explorer. He took a ship called Endurance to the bottom of the world, to Antarctica. He wanted to be a hero. But disasters struck. The sea froze around his ship. The ice was too strong. It crushed the ship like a toy. The ship sank. Shackleton and his 27 men were left standing on the floating ice. They had no radio. They had no ship. They were thousands of miles from help. The temperature was freezing. Shackleton had every reason to complain. He could blame the weather. He could blame the bad luck. He could blame God, but he did not blame anyone. He looked at his freezing men and he accepted his duty. He did not say, "It is not my fault." He said, "It is my job to bring them home." He put his men in small, open boats. They sailed across the most dangerous ocean in the world. They faced waves as high as mountains. They faced hunger and thirst. But because the captain accepted the burden, he found a way. After months of hell, he saved every single man. Not one died. Imagine if Shackleton sat on the ice and cried, "Oh, the ice is unfair. Why did it break my ship?" They would all be dead. You are the captain of your own life. Maybe your ship is broken. Maybe you have no money. Maybe you are sick. Do not look at the ice and complain. Accept that this is your situation. Accept that no one is coming to save you. Accept that you must save yourself. When you take responsibility, you stop waiting for a miracle. You start building a boat. Responsibility is not about blame. I don't care who broke your life. Maybe your father broke it. Maybe the economy broke it. It does not matter who broke it. It only matters who will fix it. Accept that you are the fixer. This sounds hard, but it is actually good news. If your failure is your fault, then your success is also in your hands. If you are the problem, then you are also the solution. When you say, "I am responsible," you feel strong. You stop acting like a wounded animal. You stand up like a man. You look at the mess and you say, "Okay, this is mine. I will clean it." So, stop pointing your finger at other people. Put your finger on your own chest. Did you lose the job? Accept it. Learn a new skill. Did you fail the test? Accept it. Study harder. Are you fat? Accept it. Put down the food and run. This is your ship. It is sinking. Then bail the water out. Do not scream at the ocean. Accept your duty. Save yourself. 5. Accept small wins. You have taken the wheel. You are the captain. Now, you look at the map. and you see the destination. It is very far away. This is the dangerous moment. When you see how far you must go, you feel heavy. You want to change your whole life in one day. You want to be rich tomorrow. You want to lose 20 kilograms this week. But when you try to do everything at once, you fail. You get tired. You quit. You must accept the power of small wins. You must accept that big changes are made of tiny steps. Let me give you a protocol. We call this the bricklayer rule. Imagine you have to build a giant wall. It must be 10 meters high and 100 meters long. If you stand there and look at the whole wall, you will feel sick. You will think, this is impossible. I can never finish this. You will throw down your tools and leave. But the master builder does not look at the wall. He forgets the wall. He looks at one single brick. He picks up the brick. He checks it. He puts the cement down. He places the brick perfectly. He taps it to make it straight. He says, I am not building a wall. I am laying this one brick perfectly. Then he does it again and again. Day by day, the bricks join together. Suddenly, after a few months, the wall is finished. It stands strong. You must be the bricklayer. You must accept the small brick. Many of you have big dreams, but you have weak habits. You want the big win, but you refuse the small win. You think, saving $1 is useless. So you save nothing. You think, walking for 10 minutes is useless. So you sit on the sofa. You think, reading one page is useless. So you watch TV. This is why you are stuck. You are waiting for a magic jump. There is no magic jump. There are only steps. Here is your instruction for today. If you want to change, make the step so small that you cannot say no. Do not say, I will run a marathon. Accept the small step. I will put on my running shoes. That is a win. Do not say, I will write a book. Accept the small step. I will write one sentence. That is a win. Do not say, I will fix my finances. Accept the small step. I will stop buying coffee for one day. That is a win. These things look small. They look weak, but they are seeds. A huge tree starts as a tiny seed. If you throw the seed away because it is small, you will never have the tree. You must accept the slow speed of the beginning. When a train starts to move, it is very slow. You can walk faster than the train, but it keeps pushing. It keeps moving. Soon, it is so fast that nothing can stop it. Your life is the train. The first steps are heavy. You must push hard for small results. But if you accept the work, the momentum comes. Stop looking at the mountaintop. Look at your feet. Take one step. Did you do it? Good. Accept that victory. Now take another. This is how you climb. Not by looking up and wishing, but by looking down and working. Do not despise the small days. The small days build the big life. Accept the brick. Lay it down. Do not stop. 6. Accept the lesson. You are moving forward. You are laying bricks. But sometimes a brick falls on your foot. Sometimes you fall down hard. When you feel pain, your first reaction is to be angry. You want to run away from the hurt. This is natural. But this is also a mistake. You must accept that pain is not just pain. Pain is a teacher. Pain is information. I want you to think of every bad situation as an expensive ticket. Imagine you want to go to a university to learn business. You have to pay $50. It is expensive. It hurts your bank account. But you pay it because you get knowledge. You get a degree. You become smarter. Now, look at your failures. Maybe you started a business and lost all your money. That loss hurts. But that loss was the price of the ticket. Now, the question is, did you attend the class? If you just cry and say, I am unlucky, then you paid the money, but you did not learn the lesson. You just threw $50 in the trash. That is stupid. But if you look at the failure and ask, why did this happen? What did I do wrong? How can I fix it? Then you are using the ticket. You are learning. You are getting smarter. The pain was the price you paid for wisdom. You must accept the lesson inside the struggle. Think about a man who touches a hot stove. It burns his hand. It hurts very much. Is the stove evil? No, the stove is teaching him. Do not touch this. If he gets angry at the stove and touches it again, he is a fool. If he accepts the lesson, fire is hot. He will never be burned again. He is safer now. The pain made him better. Every time life hits you, it is trying to tell you something. If a friend betrays you, do not just hate the friend. Accept the lesson. I need to be careful who I trust. If you fail an exam, do not just hate the teacher. Accept the lesson. I need to study more. If you get sick, do not just hate the sickness. Accept the lesson. I need to take care of my body. Most people are too busy feeling sorry for themselves. They miss the diamond because they are crying about the dirt. Struggle is the rock. Wisdom is the diamond inside. You must break the rock to get the diamond. If you ignore the lesson, life will bring you the same problem again. Have you noticed this? Some people date the same bad partners every year. Some people lose jobs for the same reason every year. Why? Because they refuse to accept the lesson. They think the world is wrong. They think they are perfect. So life hits them again, and again, and again. Life will keep hitting you until you learn. So stop asking, why is this happening to me? This is a victim question. Start asking, what is this teaching me? This is a warrior question. When you accept the lesson, the pain becomes useful. It becomes fuel. You stop being a victim of your history. You become a student of your future. Do not waste your pain. You already paid the price. You already felt the hurt. So get the reward. Get the lesson. Accept the expensive ticket. Watch the movie. Learn. 7. Accept the wait. We live in a world of speed. You press a button and the food arrives. You click a screen and the movie starts. Because of this, you have become weak. You think success is like a microwave. You put the work in, press a button, and ding. You are rich and happy. This is a lie. Real power is not a microwave. Real power is a farm. You must accept the wait. You must accept that good things take a long time to build. Many of you start a new habit. You go to the gym for 2 weeks. You look in the mirror. You see no muscles. So you quit. You study English for 1 month. You still make mistakes. So you quit. You say, it is not working. You are wrong. It is working, but you cannot see it yet. Let me tell you about the Chinese bamboo tree. This is a special plant. When the farmer plants the seed, he waters the ground. For the first year, he sees nothing. No green shoot, just dirt. He waters it for the second year. Still nothing, just dirt. He waters it for the third year. Still nothing. The neighbors laugh at him. They say, You are crazy. You are watering the dirt. Nothing is there. He waters it for the 4th year. Still nothing. But the farmer does not stop. He accepts the wait. He knows the secret. Finally, in the 5th year, something happens. A small green shoot comes out of the ground. And then, in just 6 weeks, the bamboo grows 90 feet into the air. It becomes a giant forest. Now I ask you a question. Did the bamboo grow in 6 weeks? Or did it grow in 5 years? The answer is, it grew in 5 years. For 4 years, the tree was growing underground. It was growing strong roots. These roots had to be deep and wide to hold the giant tree. If the tree grew up before the roots were ready, the wind would kill it. You are like the bamboo. You are working hard. You are reading. You are training. You are saving money, but you see no results. Your bank account is low. Your body is the same. Do not panic. Do not quit. You are in the root phase. You are growing underground. No one can see your growth. Your friends cannot see it. Your family cannot see it. Only you know it is happening. You must accept this dark time. This is where the champions are made. The weak person needs to see the result today. If they don't see the gold, they stop digging. The strong person trusts the dirt. They keep watering the empty ground because they know the roots are moving. Patience is not sitting and waiting. Patience is working while you wait. It is waking up every day and watering the seed, even when you feel stupid. It is doing the push-ups, even when you feel weak. It is studying the words, even when you feel tired. Do not let the silence fool you. The silence is not empty. The silence is full of preparation. If you give up in the 4th year, you lose everything. You wasted 4 years of water. You were so close to the explosion, but you walked away. Do not be that person. Accept that time is the price of quality. A fast car is built in a day. A Rolls-Royce takes 6 months. Which one do you want to be? If you want a cheap life, look for shortcuts. If you want a powerful life, accept the long road. Stand over your patch of dirt. Keep watering. Ignore the people who laugh. Soon, your bamboo will rise. And when it rises, it will be higher than everything else. 8. Accept good people. You are building a strong mind. You are patient. You are responsible. But there is a hidden trap that can kill all your progress in one day. That trap is other people. You must accept a brutal truth. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your 5 best friends are lazy, you will be lazy. If your 5 best friends complain all day, you will complain. If your 5 best friends are losers, you will be a loser. You cannot fight this. Humans are like sponges. We absorb the water around us. If the water is dirty, the sponge becomes dirty. You cannot stay clean in a sewer. Many of you try to save everyone. You think, I am strong. I can help my lazy friends change. You are wrong. You are not that strong. Let me give you the rule of the rotten apple. Imagine a basket of 10 red, delicious apples. Now take one rotten, black, smelly apple and put it in the basket. What happens after 1 week? Does the one rotten apple become fresh because of the good ones? No, never. The mold spreads. The rot jumps. Soon, all 10 fresh apples are rotten. One negative person is more powerful than 10 positive people. Negativity is a disease. It spreads fast. You must accept that you need to protect your basket. You must remove the rotten apples. This is the hardest thing to do. Maybe the rotten apple is your old friend from school. Maybe it is a cousin. Maybe it is a coworker. They are nice people, maybe, but they are poison to your future. They say things like, "Why are you working so hard? Relax. You will never be rich. Stop dreaming. Let's go drink and forget our problems." These words are knives. They cut your ambition. You must accept that you have to walk away. You do not have to be mean. You do not have to fight them, but you must close the door. Stop answering the phone every time. Stop going to the bar. Stop listening to their sad stories. You must empty your basket so you can fill it with fresh fruit. This is the second part of the rule. You must accept the company of lions. Find people who are better than you. Find people who are richer, fitter, smarter, and stronger. When you stand next to a giant, you want to grow tall. When you stand next to a dwarf, you feel happy to be small. If you are the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. Leave that room. Find a room where you are the stupidest person. That is where you learn. That is where you grow. Positive influence is not just people you know. It is also what you watch and read. Who are you listening to right now? You are listening to me. I am telling you to be strong. This is a positive influence. But if you turn this off and listen to sad music or watch stupid news, you are inviting the rotten apple back into your brain. Accept your environment. Look around you. Is your circle pushing you up, or are they pulling you down? There is no middle ground. They are either lifting you or killing you. If you want to fly like an eagle, you cannot hang out with chickens. Chickens look at the ground. Eagles look at the sun. Accept that you are an eagle. Say goodbye to the chickens. Fly. 9. Accept growth. Only you have cleared the path. You have the right people. Now, we must kill the final enemy. This enemy is not outside. It lives in your throat. It is the voice that invents the excuse. You must accept that you have a choice in every moment. You can choose growth or you can choose excuses. You cannot choose both. Excuses are like soft pillows. They feel comfortable. They make you feel safe. I cannot start because I have no money. I cannot train because I have no time. I cannot learn English because I am too old. When you say these things, you feel better. You think, it is not my fault. It is the situation. But I am here to tell you the truth. You are lying. You must accept that your excuses are a prison. Imagine a man sitting in a dark jail cell. The walls are cold. The food is bad. He sits in the corner and cries. He says to the visitors, "I want to be free, but the guard will not let me go. The guard is big and scary." Years pass. He stays in the cell. He dies in the cell. But here is the twist. The door was never locked, and there was no guard. The man imagined the guard. He created the guard in his mind to explain why he was too scared to push the door. You are that man. Your excuses are the guard. You say, "I have no money to start a business." Accept the truth. You do not need money to start. You need courage. You can learn skills for free on the internet. You can sell a service. The money excuse is just a guard you invented because you are lazy. You say, "I have no time to exercise." Accept the truth. You have the same 24 hours as the president. You have the same 24 hours as the strongest man on earth. You do not lack time. You lack discipline. You spend 2 hours on your phone watching cats, but you say you have no time to run? This is a lie. You must accept that you are the jailer. You hold the key. Growth is painful. Growth means stepping out of the cell. It means pushing the door open and walking into the cold wind. When you choose growth, you kill the excuse. Instead of "I can't," you say "How can I?" Instead of "It is too hard," you say "I must get stronger." Look at the successful people. Do you think they had perfect lives? No. Many of them started with nothing. They had no money, no friends, no shoes. But they refused to build a prison of excuses. They accepted the challenge. They climbed the wall. When you stop making excuses, you become dangerous to your enemies. You become a force of nature. If you have no money, you find a way to make it. If you have no knowledge, you find a book. If you have no path, you cut the grass and make one. So, look at your life today. Where are you stuck? Are you stuck in a bad job? Are you stuck in a weak body? Stop looking for someone to blame. Stop looking for the reason why you are stuck. The reason is you. Accept that nobody is coming to unlock the door. Stand up, walk to the door. Turn the handle. The door is open. It was always open. Walk out. Choose growth. Leave the excuses for the people who want to stay in the cell. 10. Accept action. Now, we have reached the end of the list. You have accepted the truth. You have cleaned your mind. You have stopped blaming others. You have prepared everything. But there is one final wall you must break. It is the thickest wall of all. It is called waiting. Most of you are professional waiters. You wait for Monday to start the diet. You wait for the new year to start the business. You wait to feel ready. You wait to feel motivated. You must accept a hard reality. You will never feel ready. If you wait until you feel brave to fight, you will never fight. If you wait until you feel smart to speak, you will never speak. If you wait until the traffic lights are all green, you will never leave your driveway. You must accept action now. Let me give you the protocol of the cold engine. Imagine you live in a very cold country. It is winter. Snow is everywhere. You get into your car in the morning. The car is freezing. The metal is like ice. The engine is cold. You sit in the driver's seat. You are shivering. Do you sit there and say, "I will wait for the car to get warm, and then I will turn the key"? No, that is stupid. If you do not turn the key, the car will stay cold forever. You will freeze to death. You must turn the key while it is cold. You must drive while you are shivering. Why? Because the action creates the heat. The movement makes the engine warm. After 10 minutes of driving, the air is hot. You are comfortable, but you had to start in the cold. Your life is the cold engine. You are waiting for motivation, the heat, before you start working, turning the key. You have the order backward. You do not need motivation to act. You need action to get motivation. Accept that you must move first. Feeling comes second. Do you think the soldier feels excited to run into battle? No, he is terrified, but he runs anyway. And when he runs, the fear disappears and the focus comes. Do you think the writer feels inspired every day? No, he feels empty. But he types the first word anyway. And after the first word, the second word comes. Action is the trigger. You can read 1,000 books about swimming. You can study the water. You can plan your stroke. But until you jump in the cold water, you are not a swimmer. You are just a scholar. You must accept the messiness of action. Your first video will be bad. Accept it. Make it. Your first business idea will fail. Accept it. Launch it. Your first conversation in English will be broken. Accept it. Speak it. Perfection is the enemy of action. Perfection is a shiny cage. You sit inside it, looking perfect, but you are going nowhere. I prefer a man who runs with mud on his boots than a man who stands still with clean shoes. The man with mud is moving. The man with clean shoes is a statue. Statues do not win wars. So, here is your command. Look at the thing you are scared of. Do not think about it. Thinking is the brake pedal. Take your foot off the brake. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Go. Send the email. Buy the ticket. Lift the weight. Say the words. When you take action, the world changes. Doors open that you could not see before. When you stand still, the walls close in. This is the final secret. The bridge between the life you have and the life you want is action. You can stand on the edge and look at the other side for 10 years. You can dream about the other side. You can cry about the other side. But you will not get there until you walk across the bridge. Accept the risk. Accept the fear. Accept the action. Turn the key. The engine is waiting. Soldiers, the training is finished. We have walked a long road today. We looked at the storms, the broken ships, and the cold engines. You have learned the 10 rules. You know now that you must accept the cold truth. You must clean your window. You must hold the controls. You must become the captain. You must lay the brick. You must find the lesson. You must wait for the bamboo. You must protect your basket. You must kill the excuse. And finally, you must turn the key. But listening to me is not enough. If you close this video and go back to sleep, nothing changes. If you close this video and complain about your life, you wasted your time. Knowledge is not power. Action is power. You have the map. Now you must walk. Life will always be hard. The waves will always hit the ship. But now you are different. You are not a passenger anymore. You are not a victim screaming at the wind. You are the master of your mind. You know how to accept the situation, not to surrender, but to build a base for your attack. So here is my final order to you. Do not let this day be like yesterday. Pick one thing from this list, just one, and do it. Accept the challenge. Stand up, fight. This is English Awakened. We do not train normal people here. We train warriors. This is a war for your mind. If you do not control it, the world will control it for you. Refuse to be a zombie. Stay sharp. Stay strong. If you are ready to fight for your future, click the subscribe button. Join the army of elite minds. And tell me in the comments below, I accept the challenge. Write it down. Make it real. Your new life starts the moment you stop running and start facing the truth. Class dismissed. Now, go to work.